Hello, Lynn, shallow. Or wait, I didn't know if we should. No, we're recording these. If you don't want to have your camera on, Lynn, you can totally keep it off. You can have your microphone on or off, whatever you feel more comfortable with. But we're excited that you're here. And happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm trying. It's weird being gone for a while and not home, the getting back. So I want to ask if everybody is like back to school. I mean, Annie has some exciting news too. She's doing some different things.
Yeah, I've been working really hard on the brand deal stuff and figuring different things out with that. And I just got a really big one today, so I'm really excited about that. I just am really excited about this relaunch because
I can't hear her. All of a sudden you're gone. Do you guys? That's good. I sound like a woman. It's weird because your square is green, like you're talking. Try it again.
I don't know if my Can I get off my Wi-Fi? Is it better?
Yes, now we hear you.
Okay, sweet. So what I was going to say is I'm really excited about this relaunch thing that we're doing, and I think it's cool because it can go for everybody's pages, like whether you're on the team, you're a customer, you're just like a super supporter. It's a really cool process to do for your whole social medias, however you want to monetize them. And I guess like I always felt like relaunching felt really like gimmicky and spammy to me. Like I'll be really honest, you guys, if you're watching the replay, like comment if you relate. But it felt like it was like tricking my audience, and like I'm not seeing it so much as that this time. Like I really see it as like, first of all, you are allowed to change who you are as a person, which means you're allowed to change your online platform as much as you want. Change your photo, change your whatever. Um, like that's you, that's your platform, you're allowed to change it. But even more so, I'm beginning to realize it's not always about like changing everything. It's about using it as a chance to like focus on what's important. And I loved the training we just had. But what I'm finding most valuable in this relaunching process is starting everything over and getting organized by it. And like I've really struggled with my organization and like pushed against it the whole time. Like I want to post when I want to post, like I want to post what I want to post. But now even like just having a couple like brand deals or like even TikTok affiliates, like knowing I have to have the time limit on those has helped me like put that in my calendar, and then I'm filling in everything around it, and it makes me feel like I can spread it out and I can see it visually. And for the first time with this relaunch, like I'm excited to have an organization and to wake up knowing what I'm doing today. And I know that like I personally have resisted it, so I know that probably other people on the team struggle with that. But like the Chat GPT, like giving you the 30 days of content and then using that and like plugging it into your system. Don't go off like just the schedule it gives you necessarily. Like you tweak that to work for you. And I just think I was so heavy on listening to people. I didn't want to do a lot of the work. And I'm not going to lie, like it is work to relaunch your business. But that's why like we're going to go slow and we're going to go back to basics. And I'm going to share everything I have for you guys. We're going to do I have a 7-day challenge that I have access to for relaunch. So we're going to have all the steps and like the prep work for that. But in preparation, like I just repinned in our Telegram the questions for Chat GPT. If you're not in our chat and you want the questions for Chat GPT, you are welcome to ask. Like I'll just send them to you. They just help you figure out your brand online, and it's a series of questions that you'll use for Chat GPT to identify all that stuff, and then it will give you eventually 30 days worth of content ideas. So like that's the one thing I would suggest you try to start working through if you can. As part of the relaunch, we'll work through some of that too, though. So
Like Annie, totally. Like I have nothing else to add to that except for to expand your mind about it. If you heard brand and marketing and like your social media and you're just like, okay, what the shell? I am just watching somebody. What is your hobby? Do you know you can monetize your hobby? You can monetize your passion. I remember as a kid when I was obsessed with something, people would just be like, oh my God, if you freaking love butterflies and you know everything about butterflies, guess what? You could start getting paid for it. You could have brand deals with other things. Like it's amazing what you can do So I want to just open your mind up to that. And with ChatGTP, maybe it's that you want to start making candles and then you want to have a boutique. Like all of these things are so cool. You can like make this for this business, for other businesses. And what's just really nice about September is I feel like with kids back in school, with fall happening in summertime, everybody likes to like let loose and just do what you want to do. And I saw that it was really, really nice being able to work from my phone. This is the third summer that I've been able to be out with my family. And it was really cool to see that because I share and document my life, it was easy to want to go live and share a little bit of that with everybody, despite like craziness between doctor's visits. And like, when I mean, it was a struggle for me to get outside for those 5 minutes. Like it was wild. But what was so nice is that it also reminded me like, okay, there's some things like Annie said, organization that I've said before. I knew I was going to be on this trip. I have enough drafts. I could have literally had enough drafts to have something every day to post and not been up there thinking, oh my God, what am I going to add to this? What am I going to do? And I've been on social media long enough to know this. And I've done it a couple trips where I plan things out so that, if I want to make a TikTok right then, I can and post that. But there's a reason why some people you make things and then you post it later. That's how you can also, if you are a spoonie, I talk about my, managing my spoons. I cannot always record things in a day, edit it, add all the words and get it up. And I'm going to tell you right now, most people can't. Like it's really hard and you shouldn't have to feel like you have to do that. Like today, I call Annie. It's so funny. Annie took my advice and I had to hear it because I recorded my cold shower and I recorded a little bit more of my day because I did a lot more behind the scenes, like house, like update stuff. And I was sitting over here and I'm like, I should just edit it real quick and get it up. And I'm like, why are you going to do that? Post all the drafts that you did while you were up camping, because I know people would love to still see what you were doing. Like I was seriously sneaking away and recording a couple TikToks. Like I was like, I got to go real quick. And like, I want to record some things. Cause like, I'm sorry, I can record TikToks in public around strangers. I cannot record a TikTok in front of my cousins. They make way too much fun of me. Like I am not there yet to do that. And so it was just cool. And yes, Nora's here. So I'm just happy to see everyone like coming back. And I'm sure maybe you like to do, I know people like to do spring cleaning, but like fall, I'm kind of like, as I'm putting up my Halloween decorations, I'm starting to try to like clean. And, I tell myself I watch people on TikTok all the time clean. Like if I would just clean alongside them, how much more would I get done? And you can do that. So I'm going to be ordering some stuff on TikTok Shop.
And then, so just to recap, we're going to do the 7-day program. So if you are interested in that, you want access to that, like that sounds interesting to you. If like refreshing your whole social media page sounds interesting to you, if you're on the team and you want to do it, you'll have full access. If you're not like on the, like, you know what I mean? If you're not like fully in the Spark Squad yet, that's okay. Just let us know and we can figure out how to make it access for you guys too. But for the Spark Squad, just so you know, that won't be this week. We'll have a whole week to prep for it and we'll do it the following week, because I'm going to call it, I didn't come up with this until I was just sitting here listening to Tawny, but we're going to call it Fall Back into Fasting next week in the group. It is our 5-day fast. If you're not in our resource group, I don't know what you're doing, because you need to comment resource group on whatever live or wherever you're watching this, because you need to be in our cool group. So we're doing Fall Back into Fasting, which is just the 5-day I fast. So it's an intermittent fast. It's not a long fast. You're not going multiple days, just drinking products. You're still eating meals. There's a healthy OMAD meal plan that's high protein. It's super delicious. I made it myself in there for you guys to support you through it. And then a whole list of high protein snacks too, to help you in the afternoons if you get a little munchy. I get munchy. Like right when my fasting window breaks, I'm like, I need the snack right now. Like I'm really bad at breaking my fast gently, which isn't always the best practice. For my
with it being Brain Aneurysm Awareness Month, I just want to say, when some people think fasting, it is not just about fat loss. Okay. So fasting's really good for your brain. It's really good for your body. There's a lot of benefits. I'm not going to try to go all science on you, but if you want some of the science, drop science emojis, we can send you. But that's why I always notice I get this insane focus and really good energy. And like all of a sudden you get so creative, like the last time I really organized the closet was during fasting. And so I just love it. And it is in the bag. So I also call them grab bags because it has all your products. So when I flew out to Ohio, when my brain was all over the place before the second brain surgery, it was so helpful to just have the bag of goodies. So if you, like Annie said, the iFast, it's just really nice. And we have all the meal plans, all the things. So like if you like, yeah, I just need to plug it.
I like alliteration. Okay, I knew it was gonna make Tawny's little heart happy that I did that.
I'm so happy. And thank you. Somebody complimented the nails. That is keto cream. Even my grandma, even my cousin who's known me, he was like, well, she's dated my cousin since they were like 15, so 20 something years. And she goes, I thought they were fake. I didn't think they were your nails. You always have. And I go, no, they're my real nails. Like,
everybody should comment pumpkin spice because we're gonna manifest pumpkin spice coming back. Starbucks beat us already, so like,
yeah,
type pumpkin spice because it's so good. I'm not even like a super pumpkin spice girly, but our pumpkin spice cream is my favorite cream. It's like so cinnamony and so delicious. It's not like overly pumpkin-y. I don't know how to say it right. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm a huge fan. So we're all just going to manifest that while we're talking about cream.
Laura just said, yeah, how much it makes your hair grow. If you're wondering like why I'm pulling that's my side shave. So it's growing. And my hair, if you guys saw, like I hacked it off a couple months ago. So it was like barely under my ear. Oh, wait till you see Annie's gorgeous locks. And yeah, for the coffee shop. So yes, pumpkin spice.
This is actually cream is why I was like the thing I continued to buy before I ever like became a ketone promoter, even drank them, because I was making those crazy bulletproof coffees. If you know what I'm talking about, you can like say bulletproof because I was making them with like 18 ingredients in them and like tablespoons of butter and all of this stuff. And now it is literally just look at convenient. I got the pumpkin spice.
Yes.
I told you I'm manifesting it. And now there's just a packet you dump in the coffee. Oh, my reward. I rewarded myself. That's what I was going to celebrate. So this is something like we're really working on here in the Spark Squad. And you guys should all, like, I'm telling my audience about it too. So like, this is something, anybody who's listening, this applies to you. You need to celebrate yourself more. And I had a good month last month and I hit personal goals. So I got myself an espresso today off the Swap site.
Oh
like
my God.
Coffee maker. So I'm really excited. And that was my little celebration. Even though I'm banded, they were my reward. So that was my celebration. Sometimes you have to set, like Tawny's really helped me do this, is like when you set goals, you have to celebrate them and like make mini goals with like smaller things. Like I didn't spend even $100 on those two things because I got them off Swap. So like, and those are my rewards for doing a lot more than that. So like, please celebrate yourselves and like make mini rewards for yourselves. Like even if it's about cleaning your house. If like you get a whole room of your house clean or like your whole closet cleaned out, like maybe it's like then you like take your kids out for ice cream and like have a family experience. You take them to the like, or your kids clean their room and like you go take them for an experience. But like just remember that like it's really, really valuable to celebrate when you do things, even if they feel really small. Because then you're going to attract more of that and you're going to feel more positively about doing it again. You're retraining your brain like Tawny talks about all the time. I know she wants to go in on this, so I'm going to throw it that way with that comment. But it literally retrains your brain. So.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for saying that. No, and that's like also, I love how you said cleaning, or maybe it's exercising. You get yourself like a little workout outfit after you exercise, like, and maybe your goal is I'm going to exercise 3 times this week. Make them small goals in the beginning, because that's where I used to get crazy, is I would be like, I'm going to exercise every single day and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then what, by Wednesday or Thursday, you're burnt out. So sometimes just setting minimal goals and then like giving yourself those prizes. And that's all about positive reinforcement. That's how I've trained the cats. Well, we don't have a cat yet, but we're going to get one. Chickens to live
1 or 2.
Oh my God, guess what? So I told Patrick and he already was like, yeah, I was already thinking too. I was like, yes. So yeah, sorry. Side notes. Oh, does the pumpkin spice work in cold brew? Yes. But what I'm going to tell you, it does mix better in warm stuff, obviously. But if you have one of those little frother guys, like you can put it in anything. Sometimes just adding it into a little bit of heavy whipping cream with the, Pumpkin spice. Oh my God. And then you just put that right on top. Oh, it's delicious.
I do that, and I also use, because it's a little cheaper than heavy whipping cream, the Fairlife or Fair. Now I'm getting it mixed up with something, but the high protein milk that's like right there in the milk section. It's like blue. That with the cream, even that by itself, and just like a little bit of sugar-free syrup, froths up exactly like cold foam, like the heavy whipping cream, and it's like a little cheaper alternative, and you get a little bit more. So like for my budget babes.
I think everybody's starting to make coffee at home. You realize how much you spend at Starbucks when you're like, oh, but it's my little treat every day. And then you're like, one time I was like, I'm literally working to just treat myself with Starbucks every day. That's ridiculous. Like,
Well, and you can get, why you need Starbucks when you can get, hold on, let me find it. It's right here. Fun things like this. It got a whole flavor sampler for my cure. Like it has like, what is that? 12 different flavors for fall. And they look so good. There's like vanilla nut pumpkin pie, southern pecan coffee, oatmeal cookie. Like, so then you can put whatever syrups you want in, and I don't know. Yes,
I love
I
what
do
you
local
said.
coffee shops a
Local
lot because we don't
coffee shops.
have a Starbucks, actually.
Yeah.
We have
But
like
I like
3.
local coffee shops, and I love going inside and sitting there. And I always love asking the barista, like, give me something different, because they make some of the best delicious little mix.
I'm a sucker. The reason I can't go to local coffee shops is our local coffee shops make those like energy brews, like with our like the crazy concoction flavors. And I'm obsessed. Like they're so good. And your girl cannot have like Red Bull anymore, sugar free or any version. Like my heart starts pounding when I have that much caffeine.
We stopped going because they have our favorite bagel there. This everything bagel it's so good. When me and Patrick first dated, oh my God, we would go there every weekend, and that was our date. And you know what? Maybe we should bring that back. Maybe we should do
You guys should totally go back for a date. That'd be
so that's another thing. I know if maybe the fasting thing sounds like, whoa, that's a lot. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Do you just want to be in a mindset group where you have people who are growth mindset? So they're talking about things like I said with September, I want a lot more self-love. So that also includes like loving Patrick and having date night. Or what I'm thinking now is like, why don't we do brunch? Because I love brunch. I love breakfast. And
yeah, September is going to be a lot about comfort and self-care in this group, because that's what a lot of us are going through. And I think a lot of people just in the world can relate to that feeling right now. And especially as it's going to get colder and darker with all like the heaviness just in the air and in the world right now. I like, please like lean into groups and communities that make you feel good. If you are on the team or like you're in the group, like you are welcome, even if you're not on the like you, that's our group to post things. And if you find value in a reel, you can share it there. If you find value in like a quote, like please feel free to share it, because I'm sure somebody else will be moved by whatever's going on with you. And like I just want to give you guys even more authority to know it's your group, it's our group, it's not like my group or Tawny's group.
So I'm not just a home buddy. I know my roadie, my grandma was like, I want to make sure you still go out. So like having little goals like that, like once a month to go on kind of like a little adventure to get out of my bubble, because I get very comfortable. And as a spoonie, I'm like, I'm good just staying home. And it's like, yeah, but you always feel really good after you go out in nature.
I love that. I'm just excited because I want to throw, like, for me, part of like self-care has been like I have put like been struggling to even do the basics with it. So like finding little like Yummy said, like substitutions that make me excited to get back into like healthy recipes. Not like we're gonna eat like steamed broccoli and non-seasoned chicken. I mean like recipes like I did like an animal dip or whatever. What was it, like for animal crackers, or like fun dip, like high protein fun dip is in our group right now. It looks so like obsessed with stuff like that. And I just think that there's such a balance that we need to come to this world. Like not everything we're going to eat is healthy. Like what if we could just focus on like good choices and like making choices that feel good and fuel your body well. And like, that's what I love about ketones. And that's what I realized ketones gave me back. And that's what this team gave me back, is balance in my life. Like I was so strict that I was cutting out entire food groups with myself. And like, not that that's like necessarily bad if you need that for your health, but the way I was treating myself if I messed up, like I bought ketones so that way like only when I cheated would I be able to get myself back into ketosis. Like how crazy is that? Why wouldn't I just want my body to be performing at an optimal level easily without the restriction, without the fear? And that's why I blood tested him and checked it. Like I was that crazy person. I was that, hi, it's me, I was that crazy person. But
I'm
now I
being
have my food
skeptical.
freedom back.
And I love that. I love that you were skeptical and you didn't. And that's why I say, I go, I know that I just didn't think. I go, sure, she says it gives her energy, but like everybody says that. But like, I'm not making medical claims, but as someone who has a funky brain, I thought it's not going to work for me. So if you've tried other things before and you're like, it's not going to work, there's a 30-day money back guarantee, first of all. But I'm just telling you, I just want everyone to feel how good my brain feels. And I know your brain will feel, because I love when I get the messages from people like, oh my God, I got home from work and I didn't just like crash on the couch. I wanted to cook. And what's funny is so many of us do. It's like, I finally cleaned like this area, that because you finally have the energy to want to do all that. And so I'm grateful for this community, because it does help me balance and see, the other things, because I have a tendency to get very focused on something. And so it's nice to have other people who are around you to remind you, like stop and smell the roses, do the other things and celebrate yourself. So if you aren't in the group yet, you can get in the group. And I know you're like, but how do I do it? It's really easy. Just message one of us, or comment down here. We will find a way to help get you in there, whatever.
If you're seeing this in the group, drop some emojis to celebrate yourself, because we're celebrating more.
You should. So I'm trying to celebrate. And what's funny is, find yourself right now. Like, what's something you can celebrate today? Like, I'm so easy now at saying I'm grateful for things, but saying something
What are
else,
you celebrating today?
I'm celebrating that we did this and like 2 other calls, and I feel so good. So I'm just celebrating getting to see a lot of faces like I haven't seen. I know we saw Nora for a second. She's busy with her camera off, but like, I'm grateful for that. Like, I loved being with my family, but like, I also missed seeing you guys. And so I'm very grateful for that. Oh, I turned it into a gratitude, but I'm celebrating that I did this.
You turned it into gratitude. I am celebrating that Ron sent me first day of school pictures of his kids. That melted my heart. Like, I'm really grateful that people like trust me with like the joy of their kids. Like, I think that I did. Oh, look, I did gratitude too. But like, I just think that's really cool. And I'm celebrating like the friendships that this has brought me and the self-growth. And like I said, I'm celebrating my little reward, that I got my reward, because I've earned my rewards before, or I've not earned my rewards and gotten them anyway. But this time, like, I actually earned my reward and I went and got it. And like, I feel good about that. So I'm excited about my Nespresso.
I'm celebrating that I got laundry done and got my house back to a manageable, maintainable place. That is I'm going to give you a huge accomplishment, because wow, coming back from my grandma's. Yeah. And I did that for a second today. And so can I just give you, anybody who needs to hear this, it's okay. I know all of us are not where we want to be. You are not totally done on that project. Or if you're like me, you may finish the project. And what do you think first? How you could have done it faster, or you could have done it better. And then you think about the next thing. Well, guess what? For a moment, just celebrate that you are breathing. You are here. If you are watching this, you have some sort of technology, you have some sort of battery space, all those things. And so like, we get to do these things. So today I felt overwhelmed by organizing the room. And I was like, I did 2 loads of laundry and I still have more. I'm so grateful I got to do 2 loads of laundry. Grateful I get to do more loads of laundry and get this house looking better. So hopefully that little perspective flip can help you. And I'm just really grateful.
I don't know how much time is left on the thing. I feel like it's about to cut off. My spidey senses is tingling.
It doesn't have a time like it usually does.
Oh, it's only 8:30. We still have 10 minutes left.
Oh yeah, we do. We have 9. I ran out of soap, so I can't do more, right?
That happened to me when I was doing my dishes. I was like, how do I have more dishes than dish soap? That's like out of control.
As a spoonie, I was like, I'm getting really tired and a headache. And I go, you could power through. And I said, and how many times do we need to learn this lesson? I said, or you can lay here. And I did some meditation. So I'm celebrating that. And then I said, you know what? You didn't make
this.
I
totally took a nap today.
That's awesome.
The cat, like, I got on the couch and I was like, just gonna like send some emails and stuff back and forth. So I signed that. I like sent the contract back for a brand collaboration. and then the cat like got under the blanket next to me, and I just put my head down on the pillow, and the next thing I know, Dale was calling me, being like, "I'm on the way home," and I was like, "Oh, hello."
Naps are great.
And
I'm
it's like such a cloudy day. It's like the first day that finally feels like fall. What does the weather feel like where you all are? Like, I need to know. Tell me, is it fall? Is it still summer? Like, where are we at? Because I know everybody's in wildly differing situations.
Well, yesterday we were in fall. Yesterday was cold, gross. I did take a nap yesterday. Today was sunny, so I washed the dogs. Oh, now it says the 9 minutes.
There's our countdown.
There it is. You're sweating. But I just think it's nice, and I feel like there's more pumpkin patches. Yes, where'd you find it? Okay, I somehow lost. We had 2 hammers, and so we just found 1 hammer.
Woo!
Because I want to hang up. Okay, calm down. We're not decorating.
Tawny wants because you want to get hammered. That's not
Yeah.
appropriate. This is our business call.
No, but that's the best part is when you start learning that, like, yeah, that actually can be content like that. Decorating, all the fun stuff. So I'm excited because I know some of you probably like to decorate, and everyone you're like, Patrick doesn't, really appreciate the decorations. It's not that he doesn't appreciate them. He could just he's like, I just give 2 craps. It doesn't matter. I just think you do all this work to like put them up, and then like you have to take them down. So it's like weird.
One of my Instagram friends has lately been like kind of in her barter season. So like she like offers like deals or trades. So like for example, she like wanted this like $15 coffee rack, and she'll like make somebody like a handmade like Taylor Swift bracelet like in her style and send it to them. Or like her boyfriend hates grocery shopping and like running errands, so she was out like doing that, and she's like, since I'm doing all of this, will you give me $50 for fall things too, since I'm gonna cook? Like, and he's like, yeah. So I threw her $50 for like being the Uber Eats delivery of like groceries, but she used it on fall things, and she found cat Halloween towels. I guess was the end of my story, that I really need the towels, but I just think it's spicy. So maybe spice it up, barter with your mans for some fall decor things if you have none.
I like that a lot. Plus, well, last year I made the Hocus Pocus book, and it was
You made so much cool stuff.
So I'm gonna make something again. I'm gonna make something this year. I don't know what I should make. I'm not gonna, what I'm gonna do? I'm calling all you guys out, my Pinterest girls who like to do it yourself. I'm gonna go to my Pinterest folder that I know I have stuff saved. And
I was gonna tell you what I think you should do. I think you should make one of those like light up cauldrons that like, have you seen those? I'll send you one if you haven't. Some people make them with disco balls, but some people make them with like clear ornaments, and you put lights in it so it looks like a cauldron that's bubbling over, but it lights up.
That's pretty cool. And I did find my light up things. Like right now, I seriously have 3.
I think it'd be really cool next to the Hocus Pocus book.
I know. I don't know where I want to put the Hocus Pocus. I feel like it needs to be, I think actually, no, I know where I want to put it. Anybody else who gets excited about what room you're like, ooh, I want a Harry Potter room. I have my Nightmare Before Christmas stuff is already going to be in here. So I guess Hocus Pocus will have to be in the living room.
That's kind of what I'm also loving about TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop affiliate plug. If you are not doing it, I don't know why. There's all this cool stuff on there that you could like decide to help your house, and then you're like getting free stuff to inspire you to make your house better. I don't know about y'all, but like if I get a new gadget or like a new organization thing, like it makes me want to like clean the entire area it's gonna go. So like I'm also tricking my ADHD brain with gifts to do mini chores with TikTok Shop affiliate. So
we're so freaking, that's why I was like, I'm just gonna apply for cleaning stuff, because then it's gonna force me to do a video with it, and I know then I'll keep it. I do love gadgets and gizmos.
I don't want to say what I'm applying for, because then everybody else is gonna search it.
I know.
Ice maker. I have a list of ice makers. I need an ice, like one of the countertop ones with the crunchy ice.
Right.
It's the only thing missing from my water station. It's literally the only thing missing from my whole collection.
You have a full water station.
I have an obsession, and it's bad.
Okay, we need to get you up there. All right. So best way is to make goals for, so how many pieces of content? Because I know you can grow your page if you do lives and you post videos. So making a goal and I'm not going to give you any numbers because it's going to have to fit your schedule and your, you have multiple jobs and you're a mama. So, and that goes to anybody if you're like, who's she talking to? Any of you, because there's going to always be people. And I know right now some of you are like, but I always heard it's 333. It is, I feel like it's like parenting. Whatever social media guru you're talking to is like, you have to do this. There's no defined, you have to do anything, because what I've learned is some people, they post once a day. Some people post once a week. It does not matter if it's good content, if it's valuable, if it entertains people, if you're making connections, because people can feel when you're being not yourself.
Mhm.
So making a goal, maybe it's a weekly goal. Goals don't always have to be a daily goal. I have a weekly goal of 1 YouTube video to get up a week, because YouTube video, yeah,
Right here, baby. Yeah.
can try.
Celebrating getting that done. Woo!
Yes, you just bought a mermaid tail seaweed smoker. Oh, yeah. When this time runs out, we'll get off TikTok. And we usually, yeah.
Okay.
It has to be a weekly goal. I love weekly goals. I think weekly goals, those work for me for movement, because I can't do something daily.
The weekly movement is helping me so much. Also, shameless plug for myself. I have YouTube playlists, and those are only going to be in the resource group slash for, UP. Like, so if you want the YouTube playlist of the super simple body weight workouts I've been doing, all of them are 15 minutes or less. Because I really am just trying to do, like, I don't want to exhaust my muscles and make myself really sore and then not be able to work out for a week. So I'm really trying to like target like specific little areas each day without it being like a massive like exhaustion to my muscles. So it's going to be super friendly to like anybody who needs any type of, what is the word, like adaptations to workouts, or like need something that can be like gentler, like you can do more or less, you can always stop and take a break in the middle of whatever. They're just really easy exercises. And then I always have my yoga booty blast 10-day challenge if anybody wants to pump their booty with some yoga.
And I think I finally feel like better to do more yoga. I'm ready to try it, because
I'll send you what I've been doing with the workouts instead of the booty one, because I've been doing like yoga to like stretch each area like later in the day when I start to feel sore, like I'm getting antsy. That's why they're take breaks that take you away from your phone. So like the only thing I'm doing on my phone when I'm doing yoga is watching the yoga on my phone. So it like, I know that that's still technically on my phone, but sometimes I put it on my TV and it like checks me out. Take breaks during the day if you are doing anything where like you're constantly on your phone or on the computer. Like 20 minutes where your phone is not like, you're not interacting with it. You're like in with yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been stretching the areas I work out and I'm so much less sore.
That's so good. Or even maybe you're not like, I know I need to lift weights, know the exercise and the stretching, but maybe like somatic dancing, just getting yourself moving. So maybe you just play your favorite song. And I'm telling you, I know you're like, what? Like punching down or up, raising the roof. There's a reason why you do it. And I'm telling you, you might feel silly, but once you're doing it, like because Patrick came out and I was just going like this, and he's like, why are you raising the roof? I was like, fine. And so then I was going like this, and I'm telling you, after those 3 minutes, I felt so much better. Like, you have to get your body moving. So
I like to play Miley Cyrus.
Yes. So maybe actually in the group, I'll drop a couple things that
Dale didn't know.
sense.
Do you know the song Jay's on My Feet?
I think so.
Like by Miley Cyrus, when she's saying that, like, I'm not crazy, like that's a song, right?
Yeah.
Like Jay's on my feet. Jay's on my feet. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
I'm gonna have to find the link and post this in the YouTube, whatever. But Dale was like, that's not a song. And I was like, yes, that is. It's an old Miley Cyrus song. So if you're hearing this and you know I'm not crazy, can somebody
It's
confirm?
Party in the USA.
Is it?
Yeah. So
I think it's a different song. I'm pretty sure it's a different song. And she like wore the basketball jersey as the shirt in the thing. And she had like her hair short. Okay, sorry, that was like a really big distraction. But anyway, like
no. I like
music is life.
That, but I don't know what like
I'm gonna find the link and it's gonna get shared in all the chats. It's fine. So Regardless,
This will
like
be up
music, find
on
music that
YouTube.
brings you joy.
Yeah.
Megan's doing this
Also,
without me.
if you are just catching the end of this, because it's gonna cut off any second, this is gonna be up on YouTube. So just type Tawny the Neuro Mermaid, you'll be able to find it, or obviously we'll drop in the links in the other places. Okay, I remember her being in the jersey as just a shirt, and I remember that phrase, but like you singing it in that way was not a click.
High in the club with some shades. My God, how does it go?
Isn't
High
that
on perp with some shades on.
yeah?
Mini skirt tatted up with my J's on. J's on my feet. J's. Yeah, that song. It's a different song. It's not Party in the USA. I swear. I'm crazy. This is a song.